fastest show in sports.
I am always amused when I see Rex Ryan go off on anything on ESPN. Rex Ryan comes off as this guy who knows everything. People say, oh, he's well connected. Rex Ryan was 61 and 66 as a head coach in the National Football League. 8 seasons, only 2 of them were winners. He's 0-2 in AFC title games. He does not have the winning pedigree that you would look at as being somebody who knows the game. But, okay, he's a Ryan. Let's give him that. Rex Ryan has got a real hard line on Shedeur Sanders. He doesn't like him. He's going to make sure that he pushes him. He's going to make sure that Shedeur, if I didn't know better, I would swear that Rex Ryan is part of the marketing ploy for Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders and the whole crew, because he's helping them all make a few bucks, because he's keeping their name right on top of the news. But when it comes to what he is saying about Sanders right now, he's not wrong.
I look at Stefanski as one of an outstanding coach, all right? But why the hell isn't he putting Shedeur Sanders? We're all waiting to see the Shedeur Sanders be the guy, or Gabriel, whatever. Something's missing. Something's missing with this kid. This kid talks. He runs his mouth like I could be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this. Get your ass in the front row and study and do all that. If I know, the whole league knows. Quit being an embarrassment that way. You got the talent to be the quarterback. You should be. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now.
In essence, Rex Ryan is correct, because wasn't Shedeur Sanders one of the greatest college quarterbacks to ever play the game? Wasn't he a member of the greatest team ever to play at the University of Colorado? Didn't he come out with all this natural talent? The kid was going to be a surefire, can't-miss, #1 starter in the National Football League and was going to change the game forever. Didn't we hear that? I seem to remember that, maybe not quite that gregarious, but I do believe things were said like that. He's right. You've got to find out if this kid has got what it takes. Now, the fact that Dillon Gabriel is in there as the starting quarterback for the Browns right now is no shock. Dillon Gabriel was a 65% passer in college, and he had over 3,800 yards at Oregon alone. He's a talented guy. So he is the guy that you give the next shot to, because in many ways, Shedeur is still the young, infantile child, the baby man-child, who is still looking on how to get along in the National Football League. And if anything proved that, beyond the shadow of a doubt, it's how Shedeur Sanders has let Rex Ryan get under his skin. And what happened when Ryan said what he said, and then the media in Cleveland went to Shedeur Sanders and asked for comment.
Quarterback. Vocally, anything to say?
I guess yourself and having fun. I guess one more. I guess what do you think you have to show? Show to the coaches, just to have them have that belief in you that you can be ready.
What can you say?
How much has Joe been important to both you and Dillon in terms of your guys' development to this point?
Shedeur Sanders continues to be the biggest baby infant man-child in the National Football League. He's an embarrassment to himself. He's an embarrassment to the Browns. He's an embarrassment to the game, because all he thinks this is showtime for him. And guess what? He just got some of his showtime because we showed the clip and a lot of people have shown it. And without doubt, Rex Ryan has gotten under his skin to the point where he feels he's got to do something to one-up him. That's not how you become a leader, a starter, a #1 guy quarterback in the National Football League. It's not how it happens. Here you have a guy who is a focal point. He doesn't say anything about Joe Flacco. I mean, Flacco came into the game, and granted, he's had a terrible season, but Flacco's actually one of the better quarterbacks in the last decade in the NFL, or more. He says nothing to thank Joe Flacco for his help. He says nothing to support Gabriel. He says nothing to support the team. All he does is go on this shitty little mime Marcel Marceau act of his that he knows will get attention, and it draws attention to him. Hey, Shedeur, There's two things here. First of all, before you came into the National Football League, you couldn't keep your mouth shut. You and your father couldn't keep your mouth shut, and that hurt you. That kept you from becoming a higher draft pick. Also, your work ethic didn't help a lot either, because the scouts knew what was going on in Colorado. You needed to keep your mouth shut then. Now, you need to learn how to use your mouth for the proper things to say. You need to be a leader. You need to be part of the game, if you will, the way things are played in the National Football League. I've gotten to this point, and to be honest, I actually had to think twice about doing this on the show this week, because I am so sick and tired of Shedeur Sanders. I don't give a damn if he plays one down in the National Football League. I don't care if he ever sees a snap. If he does, let him earn it. Let him become a backup, a starter, whatever it is. But right now, he hasn't earned a thing. Dylan Gabriel hasn't earned a thing. But the team believes that he's the next guy to step up. And he might be. If he's not, then guess what? Shedeur gets a chance. But then Shedeur's got to talk to the media. He's got to talk to people. He can't pull this miming crap that he believes is going to get him more attention. I guess what Shedeur figures is if I keep my mouth closed, I'm not going to get in trouble. Well, the issue is, if you keep your mouth closed, you're looking like a baby. Take off your diapers, Shedeur. Have somebody change it. Get in there, be a leader, be someone that teammates want to be involved in, and stop being a clown. I mean, the only thing missing from Shedeur Sanders these days is just having a big red nose stuck on his, one of the rubber noses put on there. And he's perfect for it. But to be this narcissistic in everything, you're a rookie, kid. You haven't learned, you haven't earned a thing. Get out there and support your team. Maybe he does quietly, but it would have been nice if he would have done it in public at a time when the Browns need all the help they can get. And Rex Ryan, I tell you what. Hey, Rex, keep nailing Shedeur. It's fun. Just to watch you go after him makes it all worthwhile.
Ed Berliner, the fastest show in sports.